David, what are you seeing from just Nikola's soft touch around the rim right now? He's, especially in 2-point range, he's just been outrageously efficient so far.
Yeah, it reminds me of years back. He had some wrist issues, last couple of years, and it just seems like he's really comfortable right now. 16 of 19 is absolutely insane. He did it from all over the floor. So, there's not a lot of words to describe what he's doing right now. And he did it in 32 minutes, which is good for us. We didn't have to play him into the ground because that second unit did a great job to start the fourth quarter, which allowed us to keep our guys fresh until the 4-minute mark. It was a really good team win, and Nikola obviously is playing at a ridiculous level.
A chance to get to the end of the game without having to bring him back in for a minute?
I thought about it. I do think it's unfair. Like Tim had ran so many minutes in a row, and you say, it's only 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes in the NBA is a lot, especially with the way Russ is pushing the ball. Zach's out there, Malik Monk, DeRozan. So the pace of the game was really fast. I just felt like I had to get fresh bodies in there. And it took them a minute to get going, but obviously Yoke and Jamal, the 2-man game at the end was spectacular.
Coach, you talk about just Jamal's start this season and what's been the key to it?
Yeah, I think it just was the summer. I think him figuring out what he needed to be prepared for the season. I think in other summers, maybe he worked too hard. And then in other summers, he thought, if I take time off like the old vets back in the day, I'll be fine. This summer, he had a really good balance. And it's not just the physical, I think the mental, too. Just had a very clear mind. Leadership was great all summer. And it's just kind of continued into the season. I just feel like he's not fighting it. He's just playing. And what's there is there. And it's fun to watch him play right now. He's just seems loose and free out there.
Also with Cam, how's the adjustment process? What are you loving and what still needs work?
Yeah, I just think he's got to make some shots. That'll loosen him up. I think his floor game has been fine. As of late, he's played really well off the bounce and found people tonight. He found the pocket a few times in Nikola. And it's one of those things with our team. We finished some games with Peyton, with Bruce tonight, Tim, and I think that's who we're going to be. We have a lot of guys that can have an impactful night, and it's about the 5 that are playing well that night together. But I think Cam, as he goes through this process of learning our guys that have played together forever, and he's the new guy. I think once he's more comfortable with that, finds his spots out there with our main people that have been here and been the cogs for this team forever, he's going to be fine. And it's on me to make sure he's comfortable out there and make sure we're getting him opportunities to do what he does well, like getting to his right hand, creating catch and shoot opportunities for him. So that's my job.
It's a little bit different on the defensive end, obviously, because the system is new to everyone, not just him. But how do you feel like he's kind of worked into the system defensively so far?
Yeah, I think he's been great. I mean, our team is just slowly, gradually getting a feel for all this stuff defensively, and it's been very good actually. As long as the effort's there, I'm cool with making mistakes defensively if we're playing hard and doing it that way. Then we can teach on tape what we're trying to do with effort, and that's all that matters. And again, I want to say this again. That second unit was incredible with Jamal at the start of the fourth quarter. And you talk about defensive intensity and flying around. That was fun to watch.
You always talk about just getting a little bit better and doing the right thing. What have you gotten better at in your 13 or 14 games as a coach so far?
Oh, I think you just learn as you go. You get in these situations that you haven't been in before, as in this role. I would say what helped me was, with Coach Malone, we talked every time out, situational basketball, timeouts, how you want to control them, the substitutions. So that helped me a lot, to have that opportunity with him and with Frank Vogel, Sam Mitchell, Flip, my father. Like, these are a lot of people that have coached a lot of NBA games. So to be around those people does help you, and you can kind of go back to those experiences of things that worked and didn't work. But yeah, I know I'm new. Like, I'm learning on the fly here. But the group's been really good. Communication's been good with the players, myself, and the staff.
How important is it to get not only the first game of a road trip, first game of a back-to-back going and getting a W?
Very important. Just keep the momentum going that we started on the homestand, and every game in this league is important.
This team, I think, is the second-rated team defensively. What are you guys doing? Why does it work so well defensively to start the season?
High IQ guys, communication, and we got guys 1 through 10 that can really sit down and guard.
Now, you've been on a lot of good teams. Have you been on a team with so many guys that tonight it's Bruce, or the other night it's Tim, this night it's this guy? Is there a team that has this many options?
That's rare. That's rare. And it's a big strength of ours. We'll continue to use it.
What do you think of Big Val coming in as
Man, he's tough.
backup?
He's tough. He's tough. The way he can impact the game, there's few backup bigs that can do that.
And between him and Joker, you think there's been thicker centers in this league?
That's pound. That's probably the most poundage in a front court center and backup, maybe in NBA history, or at least for a long time.
Big thick guys, though, right?
They're
Important is it to get that first game on the start of a road trip, but also first on a back-to-back?
Very important. I mean, sets the tone, sets the momentum of the trip. So just happy we were able to pull out the win, injury-free, and everybody healthy.
I think you guys came into the second-rated defense efficient-wise coming into the game. Didn't do anything to hurt that number tonight. What are you guys doing so different? What's working for you guys right now?
I mean, everything's still kind of brand new with everybody, but for the most part, I think communication out there on the floor solves everything. So with us being able to communicate on the floor and trusting one another, I think that's helping us out tremendously.
You've been on a lot of teams with really good teams. This team right here, though, it seems like tonight it might be your night or Bruce's night or this guy. Have you been in a team that has so many different options, it seems like?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, like you said, it could be anybody's night. I said that a couple games ago. Tonight, Bruce had it going, find a hot hand. He had that energy on both ends of the floor. So, I mean, that's how loaded this team is. So, just happy to be a part of it.
So 8th of the season now, 8th of the season gone right now. What have you learned about your new teammates?
I learned once we start clicking on all cylinders, it's going to be scary. So just happy to trust this whole situation, trust this whole process, and I'm just staying with it.